Alrighty, and we are back. Um, cool. So, Cal, you just had
Mm-hmm.
that moment. Your mind flayer
Yep.
friend, question mark, has now
Question
wafted
mark. Yeah.
away, hearing its dinner bell.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep. Really ruined the moment.
what are you doing? Or we could just at this point, like, now just say that you kind of hang out until Helena's done a tuning with the thing. But is there anything else that you want to do now?
Yeah, I think not specifically. I don't think I'm gonna give him the potion right now.
Sure.
Um,
Okay.
I think we'll wait till a quiet moment or something.
Alrighty. Helena,
Yeah.
you finish
Mm-hmm.
attuning with the device,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel, or the magic item rather than the device.
The
Um,
device.
yeah,
The block
you
device.
definitely don't feel worse for wear in any way. You don't feel less strong. You don't feel less fast. No pains, no strange, you know, compulsions to do anything. But yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should report this to Cal. It strikes
Yeah.
me, Cal, that it's quite difficult to sort of test a negative, and it's
It's
quite
true.
difficult.
Oh, I
But
wonder
so
if we
far so
could.
good.
That's good. I
It got
wonder
me
if we could
thinking
get.
though,
Mm,
with the curator, if we do this
mm,
deal, we should have a
mm.
safe word, just so you can be sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
you'll
that's a good.
probably know, but if we could
Yeah,
have a
that's a good
code
idea.
word that I can't say, unless he can read my mind, who knows?
I don't think he can. But if you're wearing the ring, he can't. Probably. Maybe. I
We'll
don't
cross
know.
that bridge.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we'll cross that bridge. But
A
yes,
pair of a
safe
pair
word.
of slightly smaller mind flayers are wafting by around where you are now.
Oh, excuse me.
you trust
Yes,
these guys?
but
I
you
don't know
don't
about
hear that.
trust.
Yes, Helena, you feel sort of this, you
Mm.
know, um, strange. Feel sort of this like almost like someone is very gently leaning on a door into your mind. And you could allow
Mm.
the door to swing open or you could slam it shut.
That's quite a
Mm.
weird feeling.
Ooh. Ah,
Uh,
your friend has one of those detestable rings. This will make things complicated. We suggest you take it off. And you'll see the other mind flayer nod and kind of go, yes, detestable. Take it off. Remove it.
did you hear any of that, Helena?
You
Nah.
absolutely did not.
Okay. Thank you very much for your input. Really appreciate it.
Remove it. Take it off. They walked away.
Having
So
a nice joke with
you
those
didn't
guys?
you didn't hear that?
Nope.
They don't like that ring. They didn't like that you were wearing it. They tried to get you to take it off.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, I heard all that.
At this point,
Okay.
you hear a familiar woman's voice as that goes, all ringed up, are we? Shall we talk? And you'll see
Well,
Admiral Razac standing by and goes, but why don't you have your ring on?
Cal had to talk to her dragon.
I did. I had to. Your eye patchy
For God's
mind
sakes.
flayer friend helped
Yes,
me,
yes, I'm
and
getting
he
it.
said
I'm
that.
seeing it
Yeah.
all. Wonderful,
Oh,
wonderful. Great.
great.
I'll
Yeah.
come back in
Thank
an
you.
hour again, I suppose.
Thank you. We appreciate
Thank
that.
And she'll
you.
leave.
Thanks, Auntie Razak.
Never call me that again if you intend to live.
Pretty a very strange behavior, Cal.
Yeah. I figured it would annoy her.
You seem
Um,
in a better mood since I
I
got all attuned.
yes, I feel quite relieved actually. I did, as you said, I got to talk with Volt in a way that he really understood
Oh
me
wow.
And so
and
Cal
what
tells Helena about the experience that she
Yeah.
just had.
yes,
Just
indeed.
to kind of
Well,
keep us
that's awesome.
slightly moving forward, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You don't want me to recount in exquisite detail each
I feel
emotional
that I did not
beat
expect to have
of-
that interaction, and I think that Beth has already very patiently sat through the interaction while her character meditated. There is no need to now have her sit through the in-character explanation as well.
I thought it was
Fine.
great, though. I thought it was really clever of everyone.
Thank you, thank you. But that being said and that being done, I do think it is time for Satus and I hope he can attune while he's unconscious.
absolutely
but We'll put the
cannot.
ring on. Yeah, but we'll put the ring on him in any case, I think.
It will at the very least keep the
Okay.
mind flayers away. Like, they'll walk by and be like, ugh, he's
Yeah,
got
they
one of
don't
those
like
fucking
it. Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can't, like, look into his dreams or whatever. That seems
Yeah.
like Okay.
Yeah.
And do me a
okay.
quick favor and roll me a d20, please.
Oh, great.
Don't worry about it.
6.
Okie dokie. All's well. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, boy. Okay. I guess I will put on that ring.
Okay. Yeah. You put it on.
And
It does not turn you to stone. It does not set you on fire. But you feel the
Great.
same way that Helena did, kind of that familiar tug of a magic item sort of wanting... You're basically kind of doing like the little apple thing where like your apps in the bottom corner will be like, ooh, pick me, pick me, pick me, let me
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
totality of your being. Attune
Yeah.
to me.
Okay, well, I think I will go do as Helena did and go meditate and attune.
All right. Helena, what would you like to do for the next hour? God, I did not expect there to be... I
Honestly,
did not expect the crossroads of you guys not doing this at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You're
I
fine.
honestly don't know what to do with my hour. I might try and discuss with Satus some strategies where obviously I'll be doing most of the talking and trying to fill in his side of the conversation.
I imagine that at this point, you have acquired a pair of Weekend at Bernie's shades for him.
Yeah.
So that as he looks, slumped over,
100%.
he at least
100%.
has, the sunglasses on.
Yeah. He looks so cool.
He does look cool. And I can build like a little sun-off thing for him. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build him a little beach hut.
Yeah.
Halfway through the beach house construction, you hear this clamor as a couple of whistles are rung throughout the camp. And then you hear a couple of voices, including you recognize the voice of Commander Prell, as he sort of goes, "We're moving out! Be ready to cast anchor in 1 hour. Moving up. Pack it up, people. Pack it all up. We're moving out!"
Huh. Everyone's moving out?
Basically, at this point, I think that you are like halfway through into the hour that Cal needs to attune. But the camp kind of goes from being set up to start to be broken down with military efficiency as things start to get packed back up into longboats, as people start to just kind of like move everything that they had just been setting up in the beach back into the boats themselves, and so on and so forth.
So I think I'm going to ask someone what's going on. What's the plan here?
You catch the attention of a passing sailor who will this woman will go, "The orders, ma'am. Looks like we're moving south."
Moving south?
Moving
Why
south.
is that? You're moving
Because that
south.
is what the order is, ma'am.
Okay, right.
I'm
Okay,
sorry to say
so-
that they don't invite me into the strategy councils just yet.
No, fair enough. How long till you go?
To the strategy councils?
Oh, no, like how long until you're all stinging your hooks? Your ankles?
Commander Prell wants us to be sailing off by sundown at the latest.
Okay. Well, excellent.
Yep.
As you were, sailor.
In the sort of like throng of people, Helena, you do see Commander Prell directing a couple of people. And in a different area of the beach, Razac sort of with her head together with a couple of mind flayers. You could go talk to either one of them, or you could not.
I think I'll go talk to Admiral Razac.
And it is funny because you sort of, these people, this woman and these 3 mind flayers are huddled up, and it is completely silent to you until one of them will kind of wave and get your attention, or get like Razac's attention to notice that you are coming up. And Admiral Razac will go, Helena, I assume that Miss Vance is still getting herself the safety precautions that I provided?
That's right. I think we should be nearly there.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have a little bit of time to discuss strategy because our quarry is no longer at Westfall.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It's moved.
yes. It's on the move. It is sailing south, as least we can tell. As best as we can tell. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you spend a lot of time communing with mind flayers telepathically, speaking with the old mouth situation can be a little bit tough to get back into. Best we
You're
can
right,
tell,
Admiral.
it is headed to Shortwater Bay. 2-ish
Shortwater
days
Bay.
as it swims, 2-ish days as we sail, if we get on its trail right away. That gives us more or less 2 days to consolidate any other ships that we can find at sea and figure out exactly how we're attacking this thing.
Yes, well, that all makes sense. I don't know whether to feel bad that it's moving on or not. It seems like it would just do more damage somewhere else.
Miss Hailstorm, I want to be extremely clear. It's, again, near as we can tell, if it is moving on from Westfall, it is because there is no more Westfall to speak of. It is finished here. And that means that thousands and thousands of people have lost their homes, if not their lives. This has been a massive failure on all of our parts. It is up to us to make
Agreed.
sure that we don't fail again.
How long until everything's packed up?
2
we're
hours
off?
at the most. That's when my ship, the Grey Wind, sails. You are going to be on it.
We are we?
Oh, yes. It's going to be the best way for me to be able to strategize what we are doing in terms of combat with 2 of you while also directing the fleet.
Understood. Well, I'm going to go and rejoin my friends.
Great. When you are ready, find us here. There'll be a boat to take you on board the Wind, and we will set sail shortly afterwards.
See you soon.
Mm-hmm. You head back to where Cal meditates and Satus remains unconscious.
Helena's just having a think to herself. Can't really rope Satus into this one. Not a
You
present
can use him as a magic
And you-
8-ball of sorts, I suppose.
And you spent all that time building him a beach hut.
I don't want him to burn on top of everything
Yeah,
else.
that's nice. That's nice. It's
Yeah.
thoughtful.
I knew it would be a temporary structure.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. So, Satus, who would you favour here? We are not exactly caught between the devil and deep blue sea, but it's. I think Cal and I are about to have another disagreement. So if you wanted to wake up, and it's always easier with 3 votes, Yeah.
No reaction.
No. Yeah.
I think at this point, we sort of wait it out, and Cal stirs after the hour is up. And Cal, yeah, you feel sort of similar to the way that Helena felt. No new adverse effects, no strange things, but just kind of a sense of being perhaps better guarded than you previously were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, all right. This thing is ugly, but guess it
Oh
works.
yeah, it looks hideous on you. Sorry, I forgot to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
the
yeah.
I forgot to
Yeah,
do
you
the
forgot to
taste
tell me
check,
how-
but it
how-
looks
yeah.
hideous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, these are the most horrendous things. Satus is going to be horrified. He would
I
never
know,
wear that.
I know.
He would
He-
never wear that.
He's definitely the most fashionable of the 3 of us. He's going to be very upset, but
Agreed.
I think he'll understand.
So you're feeling all right?
Yeah, Yeah, I think so. You know, yes.
No,
What's going
good.
on?
Ah,
Yeah,
well,
you
we have a
notice that everyone is
potential,
moving around,
Yeah.
taking shit down.
Yeah. What's
So-
going on here?
they're off. Admiral Razac et al. Are off.
Ah.
The creature, the Leviathan, the Kraken, or whatever we want to call it has other
Mhm.
names,
Yeah.
has moved
Oh, jeez.
from Westfall, and it's moved south. It's going to be continuing to destroy everything in its wake, and they want to get on following it as soon as possible. In fact,
Yes.
I think in an hour or so, and their idea, well, Admiral Razac's idea, is very much that we will be on those ships when they leave in about an hour or so, where we can discuss strategy for beating this thing.
Again, very clearly, so it was not framed as a suggestion, definitely. And she was like, you will be
Yeah.
traveling on my ship. Not just on a ship, but on, like, her
Yeah.
new ship specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we weren't going to stay on this beach forever.
I
So,
think we were going to stay on this beach to have a late night discussion with the curator.
oh, he'll find us wherever we are, I'm
yeah,
sure.
Beth, don't even worry
Yeah.
about that. Like, as a DM,
would
as a
think,
DM, I'm
you
gonna
would
tell you,
think.
don't
Yeah.
even sweat it.
You
Yeah.
would think he could be anywhere, right? That we don't have to stay here.
Yeah, hey, if he can't find us on a boat somewhere, then I'll call that a win in our,
Okay.
but
No, he has
but
proven
I'm-
his ability to manifest pretty
Yeah.
much spontaneously. And if we've learned something the
Yeah.
hard way, is that he can fucking for sure get on board a Solinese boat. So
yes,
yeah.
yes, he can. So,
So then I guess the only issue is
I mean,
there is no issue. What am I saying?
besides the underlying, I don't really trust Razac, but she did give us these rings. I guess it's a truce for now, and we do have a common goal. So
We do.
I say let's do it.
And you still have your scroll where we can,
Oh yeah, it's on me, right here.
Okay. Well then.
All right, yeah. We got to bring Satus.
We have to bring Satus for sure.
Yeah.
We're going down the honesty route for that.
Well, if she asks,
She'll ask.
I mean, we can say he's still under the thrall of the curator,
Okay.
and we're trying to figure out how to get him back for good.
Okay.
I don't think we need to say much more than that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's get our stuff. Bolt, come on, buddy. We're going back on a boat with the mean lady. But I know. I feel the same way. But she can't make us do stuff now because
Well,
of
she
these.
can't make us do stuff.
Yeah, I guess she could. I'm not gonna let her do anything to you, Bolt. Okay?
He nods. But that's a good catch, Beth. That was good.
Yeah. I was thinking about that.
I only thought of it in the moment.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, no, that's a thing to be on the lookout for.
Yep. First sign that they're trying to do something to Volt, we
We're out of here.
grab him and go.
Okay.
Yeah. And make sure that she knows that.
Are we missing something, Cal? Should we just be leaving
I'm
these people?
sure we are. But
DM, good.
we gotta.
Good.
Yeah.
Like,
Satus would think of it. But I don't see, if we're gonna work with them, I don't see much choice. So, or much point in not going with them. So, let's go.
2 hours later, you are seeing the cove disappear as the sun sets over the land. You are watching this from the window of the cabin that you have been given on board the Grey Wind, Razac's new ship. This cabin is really nice. It's got like 3 very comfortable beds, one of which Satus has been laid out in. It's got this like beautiful ample wardrobe with both like military and civilian clothes, so you can change out of your military garb if you want, Cal.
Oh, thank goodness.
You've got like a wash basin, you've got like a private privy, you've got, you know, like it's really, really comfortable. You've even got like this like little sitting room area, upon which is a bowl of fruit.
Ooh. How nice is that? A bowl of fruit.
Smells like fruit.
Are you right there, Cal? You worried about the fruit?
I'm just smelling it. Just smelling the fruit.
You think she's gonna poison us with this fruit basket?
I don't know.
Oh wow. This is gonna be exhausting.
I know, it is gonna be exhausting. At a certain point we've gotta just trust her for now.
There's a knock on the door.
I shall open the door.
On the other side of the door, you find Admiral Razac, who goes, "Well now, is now a good time to talk?"
Yes. No time like present.
Wonderful.
As good as any.
All right. First things first, what in the hells is going on within Curtin?
Great question. And you're not gonna like the answer, but
Oh, I love it when people begin answers with that phrase. Say more.
I do appreciate the rings. So
Good.
he's still being, I don't know, controlled or under the thrall of the curator.
This isn't something
And-
we fully understand. Is
Yeah,
the
we
truth.
we didn't do this. We're trying to figure out how to get him back for good.
I see. Presumably this creature is the same one that originally broke Mr. Satus and cut him out of my care, and the one that is also responsible for the absence of the 2 other dragons. I suppose I can call off the
Think so.
investigation on that leak. All right.
Yes, we believe so.
Yeah.
So to recap, he has wreaked havoc amongst my forces for more or less the jollies of it. He has restored Mr. and Curtin to you in an intermediary basis. And I understand that he has now put a new deal on the table for you. What are the details of that arrangement?
Well, with the curator, he likes, you know, big stuff, high stakes, chaos. So he has offered to let loose the army of King Uldar the Ninth
A
to help us
formidable
fight.
force by all reckonings.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But we would have to give him something in return.
And we're quite low on things we can offer.
Yeah.
All right.
He-
He likes dragons, from what we can tell.
We're
Everyone
not
likes
giv-
dragons.
Yeah, he's not getting my dragon. You crazy?
Ma'am, how many thousands of people have died in the past few days? I'm sorry if I'm cold and callous, but this is a time for difficult decisions.
Yes, I know, and we're prepared to make a difficult decision, but it does not involve our dragons.
All right, very well. What does it involve?
It doesn't involve you. I will make sure of that.
Terrific. That warms my heart greatly.
Yeah. Don't think I didn't think about it, but
Let's move
Maybe
on
we
from
should
that.
all just bring it down a little bit.
sorry, I just can't quite let bygones be bygones. I appreciate the gestures
I think
you
that
have
we're going to be
made.
doing a little bit of counting house math when this is all over in terms of what we're going to be letting go. But for now...
Yeah,
we
sure.
are-
8 days, everybody.
8 days. Let's hang on for 8 days.
Thank you, Miss
Or
Hailstorm,
less.
ever the voice of reason. All right.
I mean, it's not that usual, in fact.
All right. Well,
I would disagree.
we have more or less 30 hours of sailing. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more before we reach Shortwater Bay, where this thing appears to be headed next. That is day and a half to strategize, day and a half to summon up whatever more assets we can get, day and a half to figure this out. So
Yes.
if you can get us
Yes.
a bloody ghost army, I would suggest that you do it, and you do it quickly.
That was our thinking, even if we have to bargain with something that we would, miss. I think it's worth doing.
All right. Very good, then. What about the other assets, Miss Vance, the one that you and I spoke about? What is your thinking there?
The other assets?
Your dragon, Miss Vance. Your dragon.
Oh. What about him? Oh, you mean...
Good lord, this goes
Well-
slowly when I can't simply read your mind.
There's not much going on there, trust me. But I spoke to him. Your associate helped me have a real conversation with him, and
Good. I'm
I
glad
think he
Thassenkel
will-
is earning his keep, then.
what's his name?
Thassenkel.
Dawson-Kel?
Thassenkel.
Dawson-Kel. Great.
Yes.
Yes, charming fellow, except for the mind eating. But
It's simply what
I-
they are, Miss Vance. I'm
I
sure that
understand.
you've eaten
It's-
at least one animal that was absolutely cherished by someone. You can't fault creatures
Yeah,
for their
but-
biology.
I suppose. But anyway, I think when next you see Volt, he might be a bit bigger.
Wonderful. I recommend that you do it soon. You're only going to have a day to master the skills.
Master the skills? Oh, of riding a dragon?
Yes?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah?
Yep. I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
If you would like pointers, I can meet you at Haith Bell. I may be one of the few people in the world right now that can actually give you some advice on how to do this.
I don't want to know why you know, but
Because
Sure.
I was in the process of learning how to ride Avansata and Blaze before they were taken away from me.
yes, I know.
So
Sure. I'll meet you at 8th Bell.
she'll give you this like very sharp smile that is all teeth and goes, wonderful. I recommend that you spend the night acquainting yourselves with the ship and thinking about how we're going to head this thing. You've already killed one of these monsters. Any advice, any insight into how we're going to trap this one would only be all too appreciated. Thank you both. And if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Thank you.
And with that, she will begin to walk out of the room, and she will firmly close the door as she leaves.
Crikey cow, she
Yeah.
bothers me.
She bothers me too.
I don't mind her hearing that.
Yeah. We don't have to be friends.
If you don't hear the clacking footsteps in the hallway so much as slow down as you say that.
Yeah.
They don't falter for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she particularly likes us either. And that's fair. Well, I suppose if we're gonna do this, we should do it. Huh, Bolt?
Okay. Ah.
Also, when are we talking to the curator? Can we
Sometime tonight. I
Sometime
think.
No, I
tonight?
believe that we
Okay.
talked about it is so
Sometime
in
tomorrow
roughly,
night.
like if now is like 7 p.m., you are going to be talking to him in 29 hours.
Okay, so in fact, it's going to be a bit of a last minute thing. Whatever
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Well, ghosts, eh? I mean,
Yeah. it's a real, we shouldn't plan on it working out, but if it does, I think that would be great. So, I guess it's time to give Volt some time to get used to being bigger. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take out the potion and just.
Are we doing this in here?
Should we go up on deck?
How small
How
is the
big? How
cabin?
big is he gonna get? How big is he gonna get?
These are questions that you don't know the answer to before you are...
Rideable.
Okay,
He's going to be
okay.
rideable, so...
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Let's. Okay.
Look,
let's
if
do
you want to do it
as
in
Razac.
here, let's do it in here. Let's go nuts. I'm just asking questions right now.
Well, I don't want to be parted from him, and this is where we're gonna stay. So okay, let's go up on deck. Let's go, as Razac says, let's explore the ship a little bit.
Mhm.
How about? And maybe end up on the deck.
Mhm.
And
Looking at the stars, eh?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so I
know?
have 2 follow-up questions before we just launch into this.
okay.
Follow-up question number 1. Helena, are you going along?
Cal, it's entirely up to you.
I hope so. I'd like you to.
Great, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
second question. Are we bringing the Weekend at Bernie's body of Satus and Curtin with us?
Cal, it's entirely up to you. I will bring... I don't know if you feel it would be more meaningful for Satus to be with us, or if he needs his beauty sleep.
I think we can leave him here. I don't think. Can we lock our cabin door?
Sure, yeah, totally.
Do we have a key to
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So we
No,
could.
you were given a key. Yeah.
I do feel like
You
there's
do
not
not
much
know. You
advantage
do not
to them.
need to make an insight check to know that there's a master key that multiple people have on this
Right.
ship. Like that lock is a
Sure.
trivial matter.
Yeah.
I don't really
sure.
see what good them harming him would do. But then there's probably a lot I don't fathom about Admiral Razac.
So let
Yeah.
me just get this straight. The current plan is to leave Satus alone on this ship full of Solinese sailors. With Admiral Razac being around. And also with the curator on the prowl somewhere around you.
Right, I'm putting him on my back. I'm putting him
All
on my shoulders.
right. Okay. Fine. You've convinced me.
I am sorry.
forget.
More than anything, I just want like the comedy value of like over everything that's gonna
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Helena just sort of like hoisting up like Satus,
Yeah.
who is unconscious.
Yeah. She's doing like a
That's what we're
fireman
gonna do.
carry. Yeah.
I think we're doing piggyback. Is that
Piggyback
too
is fine.
undignified? What do you think? What do you think he'd want? Collie faded
I'd-
fireman's lift.
You could also like sling him over your shoulder.
like a
I
sack of
could.
potatoes.
Yeah.
You have a 20 strength by this point, don't you, Helena?
Oh, I'm very strong. You're asking for an answer, aren't you? Yes, I do have a 20 strength.
I like that was a great like don't worry about it answer. How strong are you?
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a trivial matter for you to carry the unconscious body of Satus and Curtin over your shoulders.
Excellent. Off we go.
Great. So let's explore.
Yeah.
Exploring.
It is a much smaller ship than the metal monstrosity that you were first brought to. But this is still basically like a caravel, sort of. It is very clearly sort of a larger exploration ship built to cover large stretches of water very, very quickly. And you see that you are definitely kind of like staying in what feels like the executive rooms of the ship, where Razac and probably a lot of the sort of upper brass is housed. Below deck, the first sort of like, level beneath the deck is kind of a gunnery deck where you see 12 cannons are kind of laid out, 6 on each sides of the ship, all beautiful Kelmultrian artillery. Beneath that is a stable where a couple of livestock items are kept, along with sort of, dormitories for the more spade and trowel members of the crew. And on the bottom of it is on the bottom of the ship is a half-full brig, along with storage and a couple of other things. It is a crew of a couple dozen people on this ship, most of whom are right now active, either relaying messages back and forth between other members of the fleet with various flares or magical signals on the deck, or kind of just like running around, securing things, putting things out of storage, taking things out of storage, dealing with kind of, like the sails. And around the ship, sailing with you, are about another 15 vessels, all going as fast as they can towards the south.
And I assume there are mind flayers on the ship as well.
Yes.
Sorry if you said that. And
sort of the more, the closer you get to something that could be called steerage, the less mind flayers you see, but definitely kind of in the places where you two are staying, and kind of the like nicer above deck quarters. And on the deck, there is a constant mind flayer presence. Loose count, there are at least 8 of them on board the ship, including Tharsenkel, the one that you spoke to that helped you with Volt, Emma.
okay. All right. Well, is there anything in particular that you want to do, Helena, or anyone you want to talk to?
You know what I'm here for. I'm
Okay.
carrying Satus.
I know. All right.
I don't want to rush you at all. I'm probably not just
No.
gonna go socialize with them all right now.
Sounds
So how
good.
are we doing,
Sounds good.
gentlemen? How is this
Yeah,
night treating you?
Okay, so I think we explore and find ourselves on the deck. And I'll try to find an area of the deck where there's not a whole lot of sailors about.
Yeah, you can find this. It's not quite secluded, but it's definitely sort of like more cleared area at the very, very back of the ship, behind where the oarsman is, the steersman rather, is working.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's try this again. And Cal will pull out the potion.
Great.
Yeah, you can put Satus down, I think. If you
I'll prop him up.
Yeah.
Let's take 5 minutes, guys, and then we'll see where this goes.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back
Okay.
in about 5 minutes, and for part 3 of today's stream. See you all then.
Sounds great.